There are growing concerns over whether gas prices will start to rise again after the OPEC Plus cartel announced it's cutting oil production by 2 million barrels a day. It's a move that could deal another blow to a global economy that's already struggling with high inflation. ABC's Em Nguyen has the latest.
New concerns that gas prices could soon spike again nationwide after OPEC Plus announced it's slashing oil production by 2 million barrels a day to drive up oil prices. The group of oil-producing nations led by Russia and Saudi Arabia planning the move for November, just in time for America's midterm elections.
It will affect, in the end, all of us by somewhere in the ballpark of 10 to 30 cents a gallon.
It's bad timing for Democrats in Congress and the White House, where officials say it's a clear sign OPEC is siding with Russia amid the war in Ukraine, harming the interests of the U.S. and European nations dependent on Russian oil. President Biden now considering releasing at least 10 million barrels from the nation's strategic oil reserves next month, though it's unclear how much that might help.
Disappointment, and we're looking at what alternatives we may have.
Gas prices have already been creeping up, the national average at $3.87, a 4-cent increase overnight. In California, the average is at $6.42, one gas station topping $8 a gallon.
It's crazy.
The reason? Maintenance at refineries causing a supply shortage, as well as an increase in demand for fuel. OPEC's cuts in production also expected to drive up heating and holiday travel costs.
It just feels like you're just caught under a wave that's bigger than you have any control over.
Meanwhile, amid a Wall Street Journal report claiming the U.S. is preparing to scale down sanctions against Venezuela's authoritarian government in order to boost oil production, a National Security Council spokesperson telling ABC News there are no plans to change our sanctions policy without constructive steps from the Maduro regime. In a controversial trip to Saudi Arabia last year, President Biden lobbied the Saudis to boost oil production, though he claimed today that wasn't the point of the visit. OPEC's latest move shows how little influence the administration has over the Saudi regime. Em Nguyen, ABC News, Washington.